We're struggling to reach the Ecuadorian border in the midst of a downpour, squeezing my way in between these cars and trucks and everything else that's on the road. I thought I saw some of us go down to this hill, and now others of us are going up this hill. I'm not sure if anybody really knows what's going on or who we're following. This is pandemonium!
For the first time in my life, I had a police escort on a motorcycle. We're waiting for the Brosters BMW Club from Ecuador to meet us here and escort us over to the border.
Brosters, beer.
Brosters and beer, B&B, baby. We're here. Let's buy B&B.
So what's going on is we're clearing customs here in Colombia. Our friends from the Brosters have met us. They're going to lead us on into Ecuador, and it's going to be a little chaotic for the next few minutes, but the van is here. We have to just get all the paperwork, walk up, wait an hour, get stamps, and leave. Just about like that.
He's asking, where do you leave the paper, the original?
We never got the original document. We actually have a need to meet the embassy in Quito. Our customs company apparently didn't include the original title to one of our vehicles in the paperwork when they give it back to us, and we will not be able to exit Ecuador without it. We're not sure whether we didn't get it from our customs agent in Colombia, or perhaps it just got lost. So we sort of just blew on through.
After a very long and wet day, the group ends up in an old hacienda with new friends from the Brosters Motorcycle Club of Ecuador.
You're not gonna regret to be here. This country is amazing. You will see a beautiful sceneries here in this place. We're gonna do off-road, and I promise you, Jim, we're not gonna ride at night anymore.
Little track day here in Ecuador.
Who's the best one of your guys?
Pablo's really good on the street.
Yeah, Scott, man. Scott's got road tires.
This is the first time I've ever been on a track with a GS, so with knobbies besides.
There we go.
Scott's already gone blasting around on his rented GS with road tires.
Getting to ride on the racetrack was wonderful. I used to road race years ago, and it'd been 20 years. We had one run, I think there were 12 bikes in there. I had an old oil head, and I was able to pass several water-cooled bikes and finish third.
Oh, I gotta do that again.
We have 45 motorcycles. They are gonna go with us in a convoy and lead us to Brosters Clubhouse.
You are in Ecuador. Welcome to the Brosters Clubhouse. Jim Hyde, you are the hub and spoke of this wheel, man. Everybody here in this room.
The BMW Motorcycle Club Ecuador Brosters Group. We hereby welcome the team to Ecuador and are the honor to host and guide you through this unique and amazing country.
One fucking hell of a time. I've never seen it quite down in South America.
It's time to do some proper off-road riding with the Brosters. They're taking Expedition 65 on a day ride in the hills outside of Quito. What a perfectly cool road to be riding a GS on. It's partly a dirt track and partly a cobblestone road. This is really fun. Finally get a taste of some good technical off-road riding on this adventure. Some little whoop-de-doos and some hills, a little creek crossing. It's really the first of its kind so far on Expedition 65.
Thank you, Brosters, because if they weren't here, I doubt we would have been on those cool dirt roads we were on.
You got an impression of the country, which was, I think, the main objective. It has been a lot of fun, I think, for all of us here in Ecuador. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
We're heading back into Quito after a long day of off-road riding. Had so much fun out there today, riding those 2 tracks and just all kinds of different off-road terrain. What a great day.
Thanks God there was that rock that held back the bike, because if not, the bike falls on top of you and then you really have to be quick or you really have to be a fish.
I wasn't pinned under the bike, but I was underwater all the way, completely underwater.
One more, okay. Goodbye.
Of all the stuff that I thought might happen, I must say you're right. That was not one of them.
They're going to take us up to a special hilltop where we can get a view of the nighttime city lights. We've got multiple law enforcement officers up here trying to decide what to do with us.
I think there's one branch of law enforcement is disagreeing with the other branch of law enforcement about whether we're allowed to go on a road that's normally closed to motorized traffic. But I guess the guys in blue didn't talk to the guys in green, and we're now trying to sort that difference out. I do not want to be told to turn my bike around on this 1 in 5 hill. Whatever happens, we're going down this hill.
But we have to go down one by one.
It looks like a compromise has been reached. The answer is we can go, but only slowly and one at a time.
The Brosters have rolled us into the plaza in front of the home of the President of Ecuador. 1, 2, 3, we love Ecuador! We're following one of the Brosters on his KTM dirt bike, and this is a beautiful road. It's twisty as hell. The pavement is perfect.
We're approximately 100 miles south of Quito. We came up on a very small, winding road, and we'll encounter some more of this kind of countryside, then go into a more dry desert.
Every day has been an adventure, and things I never saw before. I've been traveling South America, my first time in Ecuador, and it's unbelievable, incredible.
I can't believe it's only been 12 days. We've packed more stuff into 12 days than any other month I've ever been in. So.
All right, now we're going up to the tallest volcano in Ecuador. I got to get back into the dirt groove. It's been 10 days of pavement riding now.
So here we are in front of the Volcano Chimborazo in southern Ecuador, and this is absolutely stunning landscape. It reminds me a lot of the Altiplano, and we are at very high elevation. We went over 13,000 feet, and we're all feeling a little bit with the off-road. And the off-road's been challenging as well, which is what many of us were looking forward to. So really, really fun on these motorcycles, and it just shows what these GSs can do.
We're back on the pavement, and we're heading into what looks like some kind of a weather pattern up ahead. Wow. Just like that, everything changes, and it's hailing out. Well, it got sunny again, and now we're heading off-road. up a steep little incline. This is some fine GS riding in Ecuador. Riding a sandy, rocky 2-track. There's just something about getting off the beaten track on roads like these that just gets your blood pumping. It's a really wet start to the day. I can't see anything in this valley to my right. It's completely socked in with mist. And we're going to be heading downhill this afternoon into the jungle, 3,000 foot of elevation, and then heading back uphill to Cuenca, hopefully before nightfall. This is absolutely spectacular, riding in a cloud forest in Ecuador. Off to my right is an amazing valley looking down into it. It's green with clouds drifting everywhere. This is spectacular. Woohoo! I am having the time of my life. What a road. It's perfectly smooth pavement, twisty, turny, with this cloud forest environment all around me. And other than the fact that it's a little bit wet, it's a super easy, fast, high-speed road with big corners, pretty well engineered. Super fun to motor on this road. We're at almost 6,000 feet of elevation, surrounded by dense jungles, and the GPS says we still have 91 miles to go.
We're running a little late, and we're going through some amazing countryside, and it's just too bad we can't see it. We stopped at this lovely little coffee shop to have a drink and shake the chill off and head on to Cuenca.
The weather is kind of testy, yeah? It's testing us, testy.
A little stress actually. These kind of conditions are not the best to ride, but we are here with Expedition 65, so just enjoy the ride. Bite the bullet and enjoy the ride.
We're 16 days into the trip now, and the pace has been really quick. We've arrived in most places after dark. The weather has been very challenging. I think we've only had 2 days without rain, and that rain's usually been heavy.
The riding has been phenomenal, and just the adventure of everything from the moment we got to Colombia.
This is the beginning of a really adventurous segment for us. Northern Peru, this is the part of the trip that I think is going to begin to define what Expedition 65 is.